first play and a first pass for Murray. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
In motion right is Brown. Now Murray off play action. Dancing to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Lance. Jones has it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Complete to number 18. A gain of 7. First down, 49ers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that. In early case, if anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Lance going to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lance looking to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got him there right side. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for the Cardinals.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Moore, the man in motion. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The man in motion is Brown. Harris running straight ahead. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 36, Murray. Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 36 yards.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Lance now to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And that's caught inside the 35.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Lance now on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lance again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now it's Murray.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Let's go!
A final shot before half for Lance.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 31, Lance.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Moore, the man in motion. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cards take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an... Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
What part do they run empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Play fake, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Rondale Moore.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Lance.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has the finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84, and on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Now Lance.
And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Lance, he'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This is caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Murray off play action. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Oh boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And the slot man goes in motion left. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, fans usually love to see...
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter.